1969, Valeria was a person who lived in the same camp that Dr. Doom did when he was a little kid. They were basically, they kind of fell in love as teenagers as much as anybody could, but as Dr. Doom became consumed by vengeance and power, Valeria basically left him behind, right? She just didn't want to be a part of that life. And as a result of that, she eventually fled. Dr. Doom caught up to her and basically convinced her that he was going to leave all that madness behind, and all he wanted was her, love, and a life. And so she ultimately bought into it. What was really going on in probably one of the most just amazing stories that Mark Waid ever wrote in the Fantastic Four back in volume 3, back in 2003, the idea here is that what Dr. Doom had done is he had actually tricked Valeria, and he effectively sold her soul behind her back so that he could attain mystical armor, right? Enhance his powers. And so when that happened, her soul was sent to the realm of Mephisto. It was a pretty shady thing to do. And that's why Mephisto makes this claim: if you can convince the only woman in the world who ever loved you that you betrayed her, that you deserve life, then I will give it to you. And that's the crazy thing, is Victor Von Doom tries to do it. And he even tries to rationalize his actions. No. I needed that because I'm going to make the world a better place. I'm going to make the world a way more interesting place. Your soul, right? Eternal damnation for you. That was a sacrifice I was willing to make in order to make that happen, right? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The reality here is he's not really apologetic for it. And so in spewing all this stuff about everything he's seen, suddenly you end up having Valeria that transforms into a demon, really Mephisto that's kind of been impersonating her, and then like really tormenting Dr. Doom, and is like, I've seen this life that you say you've seen, Dr. Doom. I see how you save everything and so on and so forth. You're never going to attain it. That's going to be your damnation here, right? Your eternal torment is going to be that you know without a shadow of a doubt that your one dream in this world actually comes true, that you become this leader of this earth, you lead it into utopia, you become everything that you believe yourself to be, and you're never going to be able to attain it. That's going to be your hell. And so literally a fight breaks out between the two, and it's pretty knockdown, drag out. But in the middle of all this, Mistress Death appears and is like, done, this fight's over, right? He will return to his life, Mephisto. Now here's the thing, even Mephisto himself, regardless of any level of power he has, is not stupid enough to fight Mistress Death. She's the literal living embodiment of death. All she has to do is will it, and Mephisto ceases to exist. That's it. I mean, that's literally what you're talking about here. So not even he is stupid enough to invoke her ire. And the funny thing about this is that where Dr. Doom asks, right, like, are you doing this so that I can truly go back to Earth and become the person that saves it? And her response is, no, it's because you will become my greatest servant of all. You will bring a level of death and destruction that the world has never seen. It's a crazy thing, because what ends up happening is that after this whole circumstance arrives, or really ends, that Dr. Doom wakes up in the home of Morgan Le Fay, who had taken his body back to her apartment, and of course the two of them are joined by Blue Marvel. Now as soon as Dr. Doom sees Adam Brashear, he immediately fires on him and gets him out of there, because Dr. Doom knows how powerful Adam Brashear is, he knows how capable he is, and if a true knockdown drag out fight between the two happens, that given his current circumstance, it's highly unlikely that Dr. Doom will be able to overpower Adam Brashear and basically keep him from being arrested, right? So that's why he literally sends him flying in the moment to just sort of get him out of the way. At that point, yet again, Kang the Conqueror pops up. Kang the Conqueror appears. And it's one of those things where it's kind of an information brokering, right? At that point, Dr. Doom's like, okay, Kang, I need you to rattle your brain. I need you to tell me what timelines there are where I was successfully killed in this moment, here and now. Not 5 days ago, right? Not 50 minutes ago. At this moment right now, right? I need to know who it was that killed me. And the response of Kang is, it was Taskmaster, and he was hired by Advanced Idea Mechanics. And so what literally ends up happening here is Dr. Doom finds the base of Advanced Idea Mechanics, right? He literally breaks in, he steals their weapons, and starts shooting the place up. He kills everyone, right? He like every single soldier they have, they all die. Now, here's the thing. I had previously stated that Dr. Doom, without his powers, is basically useless. I was wrong, right? I was 100% wrong. Unlike most people on the internet, I can admit when I'm wrong, when I think I'm wrong. Unfortunately, I usually never think I'm wrong, so I usually never admit when I am wrong. Just kidding. But here's one of the things, right? I never